we live.
Yeah, hey, yeah, time, hey, in the ring, yeah, downtime in the ring, yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring, we gon' hustle till it's gone. Downtime in the ring, yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring, yeah, we got it till it's gone. Downtime in the ring, yeah, you know we get it on. Downtime in the ring, yeah, we hustle till it's gone.
Ladies and gentlemen, what is going on? Welcome to Downtime in the Ring Live. This week, we have a SummerSlam prediction episode. I'm super excited to do it. We haven't done a prediction episode in quite a while. We're actually going to get to do this. Apparently, you know, in some ways, some people would say this is the greatest thing we've ever come up with. So let's continue doing exactly what we've been doing and just keep being greatness. Time for good housekeeping. Thank you, WSN, for letting us stream on your platform. We really do appreciate it. Shout out to TZ's Table. We have a lot of cool things planned with him. We're super excited to keep going on, keep partnering with him, and keep making magic. Hashtag tag me in. If you guys need to talk, need to vent, need to do anything like that, we do have a Discord, and you guys can use the hashtag tag me in channel. And we will try to help you. We are not professionals, but we do understand that sometimes mentally it does get taxing, and we just want to make things better. Also, awesome achievement for me and Chris ourselves. Back-to-back 100-view episodes. My bad. My brain just went there for a second.
That's amazing.
Very excited, very happy.
Congratulations, brothers. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. If we can keep the streak going, we have Chancho's Collectible this weekend for our episode. We're super excited. Yes, you guys will be very familiar with him if you guys watch, especially if you're from the West Texas, New Mexico area. Also, I elaborated with the group chat earlier, or I kind of gave them a little hint. So we have a pretty cool announcement for me and Chris towards the end of August. We are going to be coming back to both Phase 1 Pro and DCCW. They actually have shows back-to-back weekends. We're super excited. We will be doing a live stream and commentary for Phase 1's Pro's final card of the year. We will be doing.
I wish we had an applause button so we can pipe in the applause. That's good shit, man. Sorry.
You haven't let me finish. We still got another thing. So we are going to actually be doing a pre-show panel for Duke City Championship Wrestling. This is their biggest show, I want to say, of the year as of right now, because they are in the Rio Rancho Event Center, which if bought out, if sold out, like their fans love to do, and like how they have to turn people away at every show because they are at max capacity, this will be a 3,000 attendee show, if possible, if everything can be sold out. And we are super excited to be able to work with Duke City Championship Wrestling to get that done. This is a super exciting time for Downtime in the Ring. We are super excited. We can't wait to be able to do this. We also have a little bit of a couple of merch ideas that we are going to be launching at Phase 1 Pro and Duke City Championship Wrestling. We have not shown anybody. Me and Chris have been working tirelessly trying to get this done. Shout out to Chris because he just killed it. But we will not be promoting these until the week of Phase 1 Pro Wrestling, and we are super excited to be able to finally venture out a little bit more, get a lot more done. You know, this is something that we're just really excited for towards the end of August. We're still trying to take bookings. If you guys need a production team, if you guys need anybody like that, we always are here. We always want to help. We want to do everything that we possibly can. But let's get into the prediction show. I have Chris. I have Unk. What do you guys want to talk about?
Well, congratulations on the on the merriment and the invitations back to phase 1. And what was the other promotion again? Pardon
Duke
me.
City Championship Wrestling.
Duke City Championship Wrestling. Shout out to both of them. And listen, I can't wait. I will be watching closely on all my internets and everywhere that it will be available. But as you said, man, SummerSlam is here. Or to quote my Mr. Ali, hot WrestleMania. It's upon us this weekend. And as you said, man, it's prediction time, baby. But before we do that, Chris, how you doing, brother?
Good. I haven't been in any of the subplot dialogue that's been happening on the course of the last week, but as a result, I believe the 2.5 Heels have a new logo as a result. So
that we do,
yeah,
we do.
I'm just gonna put my 2 cents. If you want us to be bad guys, we'll be the bad guys. So
we shall.
Good things don't last, but bad guys do.
Mm-hmm.
That's the quote.
Mm-hmm.
So, hard times don't last.
Yeah,
hard times don't last, but bad guys do.
But on a more lighter note, I would say I am excited. It's a Big 4 pay-per-view. It's always the party of the summer. It's always the big party of the summer.
So me and Unk, we already did DJ's prediction episode, and we got to go in and talk about just basically give our predictions. I tried not to give too much away about what I was thinking.
Same. It was so hard not to.
I know.
Love you, DJ. Love you, brother. Really do.
I kind of want to change up his order and kind of just after seeing what we went through. So I want to start off with Bailey versus Nia. And I'm gonna go with Chris. Chris, start us off.
That's hard because I was tuned in to the Running the Ropes podcast the other day as they were talking their predictions and seeing that some agree that Nia might go over and not waste the integrity of the King of the Ring tournament. I would say it's Tiffy time. It's Tiffy time.
Yeah.
It's Tiffy time. It's I will allow Nia to lose. I think Bailey is gonna win, but not unscathed. And I think Tiffy is gonna end up making her hate herself afterwards.
All right. Well,
so my thing about the integrity of the King in the Ring thing is you're not really destroying the integrity of it if you lose, because this is our first year iteration of you get a championship match, unless I'm wrong, but I don't believe I am. So I would be okay if the male winner won, the female winner lost, because no female Money in the Bank winner has yet to have a unsuccessful cash in. So I'm like, Nia could lose and then Tiffy can still cash in and it just be perfectly fine. Which I hope so.
I feel like when I said protected the integrity of, I feel like it's just because this is the first time in 20 years we've done this. So I feel like if we want to reestablish this as that quote unquote, as they always say it, this platform, this jumping off point to work your way up to the next part, or the next upper tier of the card. I feel like Nia has to win. But that's just my prediction. Although Bree is not here, I have received her predictions via the mobile phones. So, and it's funny that you picked this match first, because that was her first prediction that she had written down. Oh, first of all, fuck Liv Morgan, as written in all caps. I just wanted to make sure that we got that down. Women's championship. Nia Jax wins. Tiffy teases a cash in, but is stopped by a returning Charlotte Flair. Now, see, Bree, you just made me so proud, girl, and you ain't even here. See, listen, I didn't even listen. I didn't even look at these. I didn't look at these at all before we came on live. So, Bree, my girl, I cannot wait until we go to Raw because this is we're gonna have a ball. A ball. I still believe that Nia Jax is gonna win, and I think Tiffy is gonna attempt to tease a cash in, but it's not gonna go down. Not for the reason. I mean, definitely now for the reason that she said Charlotte's coming back. And what a way to kick off Hot WrestleMania than with the return of the Queen.
Ew.
I will say it's not in the realm of possibility because I feel like SummerSlam has been kind of propped to be like the return pay-per-view. So it's not within the realm of possibility. So
I would prefer not, and just keep Roman. I would prefer that. I understand one male and one female for the roster, and she has been working very hard in her Twitter videos to come back. But no,
quick question. Are the old so now since it's the reintroduction of the women's division and not the Divas division, don't you think you would ever see like we got like Trish Stratus and stuff coming in, but I'm talking about like the era of like, let's say like Kelly might want to come back, or
that would be dope.
Eve Torres might want to come back and win the women's title. Like,
I mean, it's all up to Trips. It's all at the end of the day what Hunter wants to do. So if he wants to bring him back in and possibly take time from anybody yet,
I like that. I love that. I love that.
Sprinkle a little bit of Sean Spice.
That's how you feel. Like, hey, Sean's here too. Jordan.
I would love that.
That wouldn't be the worst thing to happen.
AJ Lee
definitely get the internet a buzzing. Oh Jesus, no! Stop
it.
I would love to see it.
I would
pop crazy. Would love to see it, but nah, we good. Tiff versus AJ Lee. No, I don't want to see Tiffy lose. That's what's gonna happen. I mean, AJ would put her over, but I'm sure that like if she comes back, she ain't losing.
That wouldn't be a loss that would hurt her though.
Right.
That would be a loss that's like, damn, you lost to one of the best female wrestlers ever.
And Tiffany definitely is at that point where, as a heel, she can't lose and it won't hurt her because she's just that good. She could backflip like a motherfucker.
So yeah, Kelly, Eve Torres, or AJ Lee, I would prefer to replace Charlotte Flair as a big return.
All right, Brady, I see you here for all the shenanigans this year.
Yeah, he's gonna be a shenanigan guy.
AJ Lee music hit, then Punk comes out.
AJ Lee's music hits, and it's truth that comes out.
God damn it!
That would be the that would
he's
be
the host.
That would be the greatest thing of all time.
I hate that so much.
Now, if it doesn't happen, I'm gonna be pissed. If I see no truth in the wig, I'm gonna be mad as shit. Now.
I hate that so much.
Why did you put that in the universe?
All right. Well, let's head over to our next match, which I don't know why CBS Sports hasn't fixed it. So either it's gonna happen or they just have a lazy editor. The Intercontinental Championship will be on the line as Sami Zayn goes apparently in a triple threat that hasn't been announced, so I'm going to ignore that.
What?
Yeah, it's supposed to be Sami Zayn versus Braun Breaker versus Ilya Dragunov, but it's just Sami versus Braun. And
this wasn't announced. This wasn't confirmed.
No, and this was edited, or this was made July 30th.
Weird.
Yeah,
bruh, it's August 1st. What the match is?
I have no idea. I'm picking
whatever
Braun.
The match is. Braun, yes, thank you.
I go with Braun.
First things first, yeah. Bree also said Braun Breaker. Nothing else after that, just Braun Breaker. And I just want to say, this that man right here, man. No bread, no water, just me. That's Braun Breaker, man.
Hey, yo.
And that's the new Intercontinental Champion. What up, Rusty?
Yeah, I think that it's all of us are just saying Braun's gonna take this. There's no fight for Sammy. I don't think anybody's fighting for Sammy.
Bro, listen, the fight has been he's had a nice, long, plentiful run with this Intercontinental Championship, putting on a who's who of great matches. So look at
Sammy
here.
will lose. It will
Braun,
get Jim.
well, Jim and A. I mean, I'm not mad at that. We need the old bloodline.
People will start turning on Sammy if Braun doesn't win.
Unfortunately,
I mean, unfortunately, probably,
happened.
man. Not
It's
the first
happening.
time.
Him, not Jim.
Him, not Jim.
Him, not Jim. So
That is him.
yeah, that was unanimous. Like, there's no argument about it. So
Fastest one of the night.
Well, let's see. The United States Championship will be on the line as Logan Paul will defend against L.A. Knight.
Yeah.
I'm going with Logan Paul. I'm going with Logan.
Do tell.
Give him the win. Just give him the win. I mean, come on now. The dude don't need it, but also if you put the belt on LA Knight, the belt isn't gonna get a picture taken with former President Donald Trump. It's not gonna get a picture taken at the Tetris World Championships. It's not gonna get its picture taken. Like, keep the belt on him. He can do more with that championship than he's about the same as Cody, just taking the belt literally everywhere you go. And I don't think that many people are going to have LA Knight travel as much, especially where he is in his career, and doing all that kind of press and media stuff. Don't get me wrong, people love him. But Cody did it without the belt. LA Knight got a Slim Jim deal and drives a 370Z that got stolen. And yeah. So I'm gonna go with Logan Paul.
There's so many things riding for Logan Paul to win. It's hometown boy. There'll be a lot of hype. I think if Cleveland's like Cleveland, then it's gonna. They'll love LeBron regardless of what team, so they're gonna like Logan Paul regardless of what affiliations Logan Paul has. But I think because he's going to start having the child, he'll probably want to do another boxing match, do something. I feel like LA Knight should take the torch on this one because I ever since the reintroduction of the US title, it's been kind of like high and then lows. It gets a bunch of highs and lows. It's like, and I just see it as the Olympic torch, funny enough. And it's just like there's some days where you get some guy who's just walking to the finish line, then you got Snoop Dogg the next day. So it's like, so
like, we love Snoop Dogg. What up, Joe?
Yeah. So it's like I think LA Knight should win it, and he should establish himself as the fighting champion and just do the open challenge. Maybe I'm hoping for at least an open challenge within the latter part of the year, or at least a champion that gives the US Open Challenge a chance again, so, and Logan Paul can't do anything like that given his schedule of things, and so I'm gonna go with LA Knight on that.
Okay.
Out of it. Oh my goodness. Oh, bye, have you come around? Because as I said, I think Logan Paul is a fantastical United States champion. Okay, because ain't no way anybody could just come in off the street. Because I'm not gonna say he did that, but he just walked in here. Lord knows how much training he's done, and he has put on matches. I mean, main events any other time this man has stepped into the ring, right or wrong.
Yeah, you're right.
And I mean, fuck, if you had to talk about who has it, LA Knight has it. He's always had it, and he's had it for quite a while. And one thing he hasn't had is a major championship in WWE. So love to Logan, but from everything I just heard, I know he's about to have a baby. Congratulations. He want to go home and be a daddy. So he gonna have to drop off his other baby, that United States Championship, off in Cleveland. What a better way to get sent off than at your home stadium, the dog pound. And a hard fought match against LA Knight. And losing effort though, but a hard fought match nonetheless.
I will say it's one of those rare instances where Logan Paul has, or a match of this, of
Jake's in the Olympics.
Yes,
what the
he's
fuck
at the
is he
Olympics.
doing?
He's in Paris.
What the fuck is he doing over
He's
there?
the mental health coordinator for the Olympic team.
Who the fuck signed off on that? Excuse my French. I don't mean to say that out loud.
Yes.
But who the fuck signed off on that?
Yes, he announced it on Impulsive. He's the mental health coordinator for the Olympic team.
Imagine Simone Biles just sitting in a room right before her.
Did anybody ask
tryout.
questions afterwards?
No.
Like, dude, who signed off on that?
Man. But I'd say in this instance, this match has potential for double turn. I mean, if they can do it where LA turns heel because of him beating Paul, I mean, LA's whole shtick can work well with a heel and face or heel. So it's like, I wouldn't be opposed, and it gives LA Knight way more ammo to do crazy ass promos because he's like, I'm not a good guy no more. I can talk mad shit. So
they have good programs with a bunch of people. Corbin's on the show, Paulo's on the show.
So it could work. So
alrighty. So we will go to the blood feud that should have been saved for Bad Blood. Features Drew McIntyre versus CM Punk with special guest referee, which somebody pointed that out too. I saw that SummerSlam has always had the special guest referee matches. Seth freaking Rollins. I mean, I already said it on Tuesday. I already know how this is going to go. I don't want to say it again. Y'all know my heart's broken because they're going to put him over and they're going to bury Drew. And yeah. Y'all can go.
I'll go. Bree said that Drew McIntyre wins thanks to Seth Rollins helping him out. Now, I say Drew is going to win because of a Claymore and a 1, 2, 3, because it's just the right thing to do. Because, I mean, you've wronged this man for, I feel like as long as I've been a part of the Downtime in the Ring family, Drew has just been an honest man trying to do an honest day's work. And all Piss Magnet Phil continues to do is just screw everything up. All right? I'm still not over WrestleMania. Best 5 minutes and 35 seconds of my life. Ruined by CM Punk. And this Saturday, Drew McIntyre rights the wrongs. And if not, I will cry.
I think Drew's going to win too, because it's everything leading up. Their future booking in this instance, because the money's in Seth and Punk, and they can go like, how long has the Drew and Punk thing been? Since April up until August. Push that to the latter half of the year, with Bad Blood being just kind of a stepping stone with Punk and Seth. But I do feel Drew is gonna right the wrongs and get the win over Punk. It just seems like it's weird that they added Seth into all this, because it helps it and it hurts it, because it's like, well, of course you're gonna screw over Punk because you got beef with him too. There's real animosity, there's real money to be made, and they're doing it well. And it's just one of those things that I'm just like, if I were to separate Seth away from this whole thing and maybe would have had him return and at the end of the Punk Drew match and Punk wins in that scenario, that's where you introduce Seth in to give it that kind of same effect. But in this instance, since they gave us the special guest referee match, it would have to be Drew wins, Punk being screwed over, righting wrongs, creating more rights and wrongs, and starting a whole new feud in that retrospect.
See, that's my dream. That's what I want. But something in my heart is like, they are just gonna pour everything they can into freaking Phil, that I don't want to get my hopes up and be like
piss magnet Phil. It's okay.
Yeah. I don't want to get my hopes up because I've gotten it too much, and I'm like, man, he's finally gonna get one at a pay-per-view in such a long time. And I don't want to be like, oh, it's almost there. Shoulders on the mat. Almost at 3. Kick out. Oh, some shenanigans happen. And then I'm like, well, that was all right. That was cool. Seth gets knocked out. New ref comes out to count Punk shoulders down. Then Doc Gallows takes out the ref, and new ref comes out, and it's Joey Mercury.
Talking about poetic justice. That would be that is a fucking fever dream if I've ever heard one before. God damn.
Super double turn. Straight edge society return. Ooh. I don't know if Joey Mercury's even up for that.
I think
he's too
work,
busy
man.
sitting and catering.
What is Carl gonna do?
He's gonna be on NXT the Tuesday after. And he's gonna be like, "Where did you go?"
He's gonna start a new faction called the Machine Guns, debuting the new Motor City Machine Guns on NXT.
That'll never happen, but if it did, I'm not mad at it. That would never happen, but if so, that'd be kind of sweet.
Well, we know where the guns are going, so
absolutely.
It wouldn't happen, but we will see them soon. Thankfully,
if they wanted to, who's going to tell them no?
Join his boys God.
No, I don't think he was the main one telling AJ stay away from the bloodline. So I don't think he's going to go get tied up with Tama and them. I'm good.
That would be cool though. That's some WWE 2K24 shit right there. So
absolutely,
we will head into the semi main event, which will feature Damian Priest versus the winner of the King of the Ring tournament, Gunther. Who you guys going for?
I'll start off. Bree said that Gunther wins straight like that, and I am inclined to agree because, again, if he's not going to win the World Heavyweight Championship, why did we take the Intercontinental title off him in the first place if this wasn't the end game? I don't know, but at this point, the feud has been great. Just off the strength of Gunther just calling Damian straight up saying you're poor was just the funniest part about this whole thing to me. Because it's like, my parents loved me and you were on the streets fighting. The streets are outside. You chose to be there. I stayed in the house with the locked doors. And that was just like, all right, bet. In one fell swoop, I want Damian to win because this guy is a dick. But it was funny. It was hilarious. So, in all seriousness, Damian has been a great world champion. Haven't had the best shit given to him, but he's worked with it, done the best he could. And, he's going to take the graceful bow out and new world heavyweight champion to restore honor and dignity to their championship. The Ingeniel Gunther.
Give me back Fat Walter. Yeah, Gunther's gonna do this. Gunther is gonna do it. Gunther has to win. Walter. If not, I'm gonna be disappointed again.
Fat Walter is scary.
Fat Walter
is scary, but I feel like you're taking maybe 5 minutes less off of your desired match. Because he'd be blown up. So I'll take.
Hey,
I'll take Skinny Gunther.
Skinner.
He's gonna take Skinner Gunter.
Skinner Gunter. That's correct.
Skinner Gunter.
just because it could probably do a Broadway if they wanted to, but we all know that Triple H and Peacock will never allow that. So
Absolutely.
I feel like Gunther could do an hour-long Broadway. I don't feel like Damien could, or at least watch out the ropes if that happens.
His opponent has to be of the same European nationality in order for that to happen. I'm sorry, Damien. You ain't got it.
The Bronx ain't gonna do it for you.
The Bronx ain't gonna do it.
It's called a Broadway, but it ain't in Bronx. I'll say that.
The ring is sacred. The ring is sacred.
The mat
That's why
is
Gunther
sacred.
said, and that the mat is sacred, and you are poor.
And
Shut the
you
hell
are
up.
poor. I'm the next world champ, bitch. That was it. Just straight up.
Yeah.
Good shit.
God.
Good shit.
Damn it. All right. So here's the one that I know that we all are going to have just some eyeballs glued to this. I feel like this one's bigger than the actual main event of SummerSlam. Liv Morgan will defend her Women's World Championship against Mommy Rhea Ripley and Dominic Mysterio. And you know what? You know what? I'm going to be 100% honest at this point. I know everybody's got their thoughts. Chris gave us a great pitch that was from Cultaholics while we were setting up for the show. I'm just going to sit down and just enjoy it. And whatever happens at this point, I got no beef with Liv. I love Rhea. I proved my point on 2.5 Heels last week. If you guys wanted to go stop by and watch that episode, especially the reel that Unc made featuring the Liv Morgan poster, I got no beef.
Episode 6 is live right now on YouTube. Uncle Black 215.
I got no hate. I'm just gonna enjoy it. So you gentlemen, y'all can pick who you think, but at this point, it's just gonna be fun.
Chris, what do you think, man?
I think, and I've been saying this since Liv injured Rhea after Mania, she has to beat Rhea at SummerSlam because it only helps it more. Because I feel like this feud will end at Bad Blood. It's the perfect place for it. The way how Liv is going to beat it, like Donovan had mentioned, there is a pitch out there. If you want to go see the Cultaholic pitch, you know where to find them on cultaholic.com and on YouTube. But I think it's going to be Liv over Rhea, and Dom is going to screw Rhea over because Rhea told him he can't eat chicken tendies before his match. So he's going to have a tantrum. He's going to be like, but I want my chicken tendies, Mommy. And Mommy's like, nah.
You're going to spoil your match tonight.
We have chicken tendies at home. You can wait.
They not Cleveland tendies, Mommy.
Oh, my God.
All right. Bree chimes in, and her pick to win the match is Liv Morgan to retain her championship because of either Dominic Mysterio or Finn Balor. In a shocking turn of events showing his true colors. That's what she wrote down. I'm just reporting it. And me, personally, I want to avoid all of the story beats and all of the common sense that is telling me that says that Liv is going to win because of, like she said, Dom or Finn. I don't know at this point. Some type of shenanigans and chicanery is going to happen this evening to where Liv's going to an accidental on purpose type deal, or it's just a flat out, you're done, you're minced meat, and so is the Judgment Day. But who knows? I feel like the Judgment Day may be a night-long story of the implosion of the Judgment Day, but we'll see what happens. But yeah, I'm gonna go with the consensus here and say Liv retains, and Mommy's heart gets broken, and she officially becomes the number one babyface woman on Raw.
I will say Carlito's PS5 didn't deserve to be destroyed.
At all.
That did not need to happen. You know how hard it
Listen,
was to find one back in the day.
he said, "Can I get another one?" Oh, that man was hurt. Not the PS5, though. Not the five.
And I feel like it was Liv that destroyed the clubhouse because only white girl anger does that.
You gonna hit
Burns
the
and destroys.
five? Ruined everything.
I know. That sucked. It was weird though. Did you guys catch those little Easter eggs though? That Finn's face was the only one that wasn't marked on
Right.
in their poster of all of theirs. I was like,
Absolutely. Come
this
on
is gonna
now.
be this is gonna be
So
interesting.
I feel like that's why Bree said it's either gonna be Dom or Finn. Because I feel like Finn has always been there the whole time. You just never noticed.
What I like is that Finn has kind of been like, even when he first joined, he kind of just randomly joined after they kicked Edge out, right? So Finn has always kind of been that like first like, oh,
Yeah.
there no second thought, he's in because he helped kicked out our leader. So there could be a longer term version because Liv and Finn teamed up with AJ against the Judgment Day way back. So it works out. So people can reach that far back, long term storytelling, as we say. I kind of like that Finn is positioned into this.
I mean, hey, Finn took the key. He's smooth as shit with it though. I remember that. He took that hotel key smooth.
Finn's a Triple H guy. He knows.
Oh. All right. Let's head over to the main event of the evening. The undisputed WWE champion, Cody Rhodes, will defend his title and be in another main event with a member of the Bloodline for the 47th time. Solo Sikoa. And I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't say that.
The lies I spew. I'm just joking.
I would not say he's the tribal chief. I would say
it's just the story, man.
I would say I would say, and I gave my whole spiel about this on Running the Ropes, that I equate this to people complaining about RDJ coming back to play Doctor Doom in the MCU and everybody being perfectly fine with Cody being rushed against the Bloodline yet again, and how that's kind of the pot calling the kettle black. But I mean, I want the swerve. I want more story. I don't think it should have been this Bloodline member because I think he is the youngest out of all of them. But I want Solo to win and further the Bloodline war that will happen later on in this year or next year. And everybody enjoys Cody more when he's after the chase. And that, so I mean, it's not like he'll stop doing all the press stuff that he's been doing, but he gets to chase it again. So I'm like, I'm cool with that. I want Solo to win.
Oh, okay. Bree, this is her final prediction here. Thank you, Bree, for these predictions. We need you here next time, okay? Cody Rhodes retains after Roman Reigns or Jimmy Uso returns, causing a distraction. It's a hot take right there, Bree. I wish you were here to elaborate, but I'll just jump to mines. And same like you, Donovan. I feel like for the story and for everything to make sense, for continuity purposes, yes, Solo has to win. So that way he can say, Roman, I've done everything that you did not do. Even though he already's done it. He's literally done it once. But he just lost one time. So, but I feel like for the story, it's gonna make sense. But in real life, Cody's not dropping this belt. I feel like he's not losing. There's gonna be shenanigans. If anything, it's gonna be a no contest because ain't no way. But then again, if it does happen, I'll sit here with the sour grapes. but I'm gonna say that Cody retains because it's Super Cena Part 2, and he's not losing. Three crossroads, uno dos tres. Let's go home.
It's more of a prop. So Cody is essentially the prop for the more interesting storyline since the story's already been finished. So it's kind of like Cody's like the prop, and I'm a Cody guy, so I see him as kind of like the next John Cena of like just being the face, being out there, doing all the press, doing all of this. But I kind of like so I look at the extracurricular stuff that he does on YouTube, and has anyone seen the Wheatley interviews that he does?
What do you want to talk about?
Yeah, what do you want to talk about? Like,
yeah,
I kind of want to see R-Truth and Cody going after it, so Cody can have that, like, because that's the real story.
Yeah, I feel like if you know, you know. But
yeah,
can I explain? Can I explain
yes.
for a second?
Yeah.
So apparently, for those who didn't know, there was a superstar named Stardust, and Stardust lost a lot, and he lost a lot to R-Truth. So I mean, it's not confirmed whether it was Cody or not, but Stardust is pissed. Pissed. Truth never had to take a bump. That's what really made him mad. So I feel like
he
that's
liked
the
his
real
music. Get a little with this, get a little with that. A little Cody heat, Truth comeback.
So if Cody goes heel, trust and believe Truth is going to be his first fucking victim in a major storyline.
Truth is
and
the
sign
new
me up.
Bloodline member.
Oh my god!
Don't do that because
he
he'll
calls
make it
them
better.
the Judgment Day.
No, he gonna call him too cool. No, he gonna call him too cool.
Oh, fuck. That'd be hilarious. But I like the Jimmy jump, the Jimmy interruption, like distraction into Solo losing. But I think instead of Jimmy, it's gonna be not only Jimmy, but it's gonna be Roman.
Oh,
I feel
man,
like I think Roman could show up at the end of this pay-per-view. So
this home happy.
Yep.
So it would
no one's gonna like this main event. So send him home.
Yeah.
Give him. Roman's got the Rock effect at this point.
So that's still two if we don't count Tomaleo or Tomalo or or Camacho or whatever the fuck. So it would be like Jimmy fights Tonga, and then Roman steps up to Jacob, and that's how they distract it. Because he's gonna have the whole bloodline there.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's weird because they'll reintroduce Roman and Jimmy. They'll introduce Hikuleo. So you're adding 3 more people to a storyline that's already deeply written and kind of like, okay, I feel like the bloodline in its short term for Cody worked well, but it's kind of like the MCU after the end game where it's like, okay, here's Shang-Chi, here's Ant-Man, and we have Kang. Oh, we don't talk about Kang. We had
Kang.
We had Kang. So it's
Man,
kind of
listen,
like,
I feel like it'll even out because I got Camacho D for slipping on the banana pill, and he's just no longer available to wrestle. Because you know what I mean. I joke and kid about Camacho, but I feel like this story is just going to pan out, and it's going to be some good wrestling, or it's just going to be a giant, what do I call it? A name fest where we just here to see the big names fight. Can you imagine that match between Roman and Jacob if it comes to that? Can you imagine that? I can't. That's why I'm asking you. Can you imagine that? Because I can't.
That would have to be one of those matches where it's like it's got to be like Bad Blood or something, and I think Roman should do like the gauntlet style where he goes after every new member of the bloodline and stuff. Or
so see what Cena did against NXT.
basically,
Cena versus the entire Samoan dynasty.
I thought Cena was supposed to start his retirement tour at the beginning of 2025.
January 1st, first episode of Raw.
He said
Netflix,
that himself. Yeah.
And then because people are getting it confused, everybody thinks that he's retiring at WrestleMania. No, that'll just be his last WrestleMania match, December 31st of 2025. Whatever day that falls on is his last day in wrestling.
So technically Survivor Series would be his last or day one. I mean, if you want to go full year.
No, I thought January 1st was on a Monday.
Survivor Series in British.
Let me see. I want to check that.
Yeah.
Nope.
That'd be pretty sweet if no.
January 6th, first Raw.
So it would have to be Survivor Series then.
Yeah.
So that's good. They're gonna be in British Columbia, Vancouver.
I got to see Cena in the War Games before he retires.
Oh, wow.
I have to. And it has to be Alberto Del Rio in some way, shape, or form.
Oh my God, no! I don't want Alberto Del Patron to come back. The question is, will we even see Cena during his retirement tour? When he says that we can't see him, do we believe him? Because I don't even know anymore. We won't see him right now because of Peacemaker season 2. I don't know.
Alberto El Patron. No. I just wanted to make sure that we got that across. No.
He needs to do the greatest hits.
No, thank you. No, he does not. Listen, if anything, bring back Ricardo. No, fuck out of here. Bring back Ricardo. He been wrestling his ass off now. So bring his
dude.
Ass
he's gonna
back.
He's gonna be in Phoenix next month against one of the guys we interviewed.
Well, shout out to him, man. Hopefully, the guy you guys interview goes over. I doubt it, but hopefully he does.
I want to go. I want to go help backstage at that show. Just be like, I'm so sorry.
Nasty Man versus Cena at Mania 25.
Oh man! Oh,
no. I didn't know Vince was back.
Nasty Man.
Vince?
Not the Nasty Man.
Vince versus God 2, but this time it's just Cena. Oh, I don't want that wrestle. Oh no.
It was
So
one of those weird ones.
We are heading so SummerSlam. After SummerSlam, that leads into the fall, which gets us on the road to Survivor Series. Have you guys been? What would you guys say at this point? Because this is like the halfway mark to WrestleMania. How do you guys feel from what Trips did at Mania to now? How you guys enjoying it?
I'll go first. I feel like with what was given, and I feel like the real you're gonna hate me for saying this, and I hate myself for thinking it, but fuck it. Yes, a fucking 3-hour pre-show. It's gonna be shit, horse shit. Nobody got time for that. But I feel like it was because he was able to pull the trigger on this Punk McIntyre feud that, towards the latter months after WrestleMania, you started to see Raw pick up some steam because of the nature of the fame and whatnot. But I mean, it's not the Sammy Bloodline story. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It's definitely not giving me that, I need to go back and watch SmackDown every week. I'm not checking for it like that. But it's definitely good TV. Braun Breaker killing people on a weekly basis. Uncle Howdy has finally arrived. And the way that they popped up and debuted right there is what saved the whole shit halfway through, if you ask me. That's just my personal opinion. So in the halfway mark up until now, I've been thoroughly entertained. And I can only imagine if they have this pinned months and months ago, I can imagine what else we got that's locked and loaded and ready to go. Because they've been doing good at keeping shit quiet.
Okay. All I'm saying is I'll damn near praise H if we get TNA versus WWE at Survivor Series. if it was a traditional Survivor Series 5-on-5 elimination, I could see that happening. But since it's War Games, and I'm sure that Anthem does not want to see their talent
in a
cage that is not on their own show, probably not.
Probably.
Well, let's take the W and Joe Hendry being able to go train at the PC full time due to this deal.
That's crazy, dude. That's
insane.
We'll take the W's where we can.
Listen, they call Chris Bay the ultimate finesser, which he is. But Joe Hendry finessed the whole day. He got the best damn gym, the best as a wrestler. That's where you want to be at. Outside of on the road,
he can take contract
in this great America. Come on now.
Indie bookings, the Performance Center, national television, and then his own show
on 2 different networks.
He's the first guy I've ever heard in this business to have his cake, eat it too, go back for seconds, and still have some to share.
And then, meanwhile, during his time, he's playing a guitar and calling Joe Coffey the son of Zeb Coulter.
And Booker T, the king of his fan club. Like, fucking, who genius. Amazing concert, by the way, on NXT.
Very much.
Joe Hendry, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, it's so cool that he's able to do that, man.
Amazing. What a time to be alive, man.
So as far as answering your question, Donovan, regarding how I feel about Triple H from WrestleMania 40 up until now, I would say there has been some inconsistencies, but it's like I kind of look at the main thing here, where it's like the hottest storyline was at one point 2 guys who were injured taking most of the TV time, and they kept them fucking enthralled in this entire blood feud by 2 guys who were hurt predominantly most of the year.
Yeah.
They've successfully kind of shoehorned the bloodline into its own little faction where now people aren't really thinking about the story in that regard. It's past news, and now they're looking towards the future with the bloodline. Minor critique, and maybe hot take, but Isla Dawn and Alba Fire shouldn't have never won those titles because, those tag titles are pretty much just going to be stuck on NXT again. So,
Shane quietly bought AEW.
Oh, they money long. They money long, but they money alone to quietly buy shit like that.
No, I doubt. No, there ain't.
If they is, then hey, what's happening? But shit.
All I'm saying is I need what Triple H did to the NXT Gold Tag Team division and bring it to the current, especially with MCM.
NXT.
So for every like fast-paced, high-flying, so you already have the Rascals in this instance. So MCM versus the Rascals, but I feel like they lack. Maybe no quarter catch crew is technically that like Olympic style, Greco-Roman style stable to match the FTR old school style. But if Brady, you're talking about like old school NXT, I'm thinking, okay, it's got to be the Profits, DIY,
the Guns versus DIY is what he wants.
Yeah, the Guns versus DIY. That's what I want. Shit, but it's like American Alpha, FTR, and DIY were like the 3 golden childs of the NXT division back in Black and Gold. So you have to you got MCM, you got the Rascals. Those are 2 high flyers. No quarter catch would be technically the Alpha Academy in this. Who would be the powerhouses though? Have they established a powerhouse tag team?
Tank and Tough, or who are those two new guys?
The guys who wrestles in do-rags and
Tank, and it's Tank something. I remember seeing him. He had a match on NXT not that long ago. Let me look real quick.
If you can match that dynamic, then yes.
Tank Ledger. He had him at he has a tag team. He's a they wear yellow and gold and black singlets.
Better look him up.
Oh.
Take a ledger.
Tank Ledger. That could be the Hank Walker and Tank Ledger. Hank and Tank.
I'm gonna have to watch Level Up. I never heard of these guys before.
No, they're on the main card, dude. They went up against Luke Gallows and Carl Anderson. Unless you're saying that Gallows and Anderson went down to Level Up.
Who says they were going down anywhere? All they do is just change the color on the screen. It's the same building.
I mean, still different show.
Same day.
Same different show. Same way as AEW Dark and AEW Dark Elevation.
Developmental of the developmental.
I'm just saying.
Oh,
it doesn't work.
Hey,
bring back Dark, man. Dark was good.
So
Dark gave you 15 matches.
and Tank, those are the two. That's the guy. That could be the powerhouses if they establish them correctly. But I have no. I don't think that they would.
Max, what's the thoughts on Maximum Male Models debuting on AEW? I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great for them, man. They got a good spot on TV to get their shit in. As wrestlers, that's all you want at the end of the day. Just some time to get your shit in. And that's what they did.
It's cool.
Maximize their minutes.
I'm just impressed that they were able to take a Vince gimmick and made it work on the indies. Yeah.
Got it the fuck over.
Yeah. So that's something that we cannot deny from them. They made it work.
Yes.
I mean, they push it, they believe in it, and they finessed it the way they could. I mean, I think any gimmick, if you just actually put your heart into it, could go over. The indies have proven that. Hey, Professor, what's up?
What up, professors?
What is going on? So, yeah, those are our SummerSlam predictions. Those are our thoughts. If the show leaves us happy, then I'll probably come on alive right after the show and be like, "Hey, this is the idea. This is what happened." But I'm really worried about that main event.
One more thing. This is the last SummerSlam before it turns into a 2-night SummerSlam.
I forgot about that. Yes, it is next year.
Yeah, it is.
2-night.
In Minnesota, right?
Oh, sorry, Professor. I do. I acknowledge. Sorry.
As Taven says, keep your hopes on a low. Yeah. Keep our hopes low for this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's very deflating.
I mean, overall, the card looks fun. We know what
Very
SummerSlam is, but it's also like we've already, at least for me, I know what that WWE Championship means. And it means now, because of the Triple H era, that if you get your hands on it, you are not losing it at any point in time. You are going to wait at least a year until you lose it. And that's great, not to have so many champions throughout the year, but also then don't put it as the main event. I understand it's the main title, but don't put it as the main event. Give somebody else that you are going to put over and create a whole new storyline. Don't give us Homelander.
It should be I feel like PLE should be surrounding the focus around okay, who's got the most intriguing storyline? That should be the main event. Yes, the accolade of being a champion should main event the show, understandably so. And that probably will never not change but I just feel like you're watching a PLE for a specific storyline payoff rather than championship change. Oftentimes the storyline payoff is a championship change. You see what I mean? So it's it's one of those things where SummerSlam is very storyline heavy rather than rather than like, oh, well, they could possibly beat them and win the title. So I'm like, no, like they're going to beat them, and Liv's going to have Dom afterwards.
And see, I would rather have Damian and Gunther than Cody and Solo, because that is the storyline payoff. Because then we go into Gunther's story, and I'm like, Homelander's going to win. We know it.
What a swerve it would be if Gunther beats Cody, or
if Solo beats Cody.
If Solo beats Cody,
then I'm gonna come on here.
Gunther's just gonna show up, be like, he's gonna pull the edge thing. I lost, and I'm just gonna insert myself into this next match.
If Solo wins, I'm gonna pop up in the chat just like this. I won't say shit. I won't say a word. I'll just sit here and acknowledge him. Straight like this.
Who knows? And it's one of those things where Triple H knows that we might get complacent and think that we know, and he could just completely just fuck y'all.
It's his company. He has the pencil.
Don't be complacent.
At the end of the day. He learned a lot from the Nasty Man about the business. Get your hands.
Paul Heyman might not be on screen, but you know he's with Triple H.
You know his ass ain't go. He's back there. He's back there.
But the bloodline is going to pay off with something.
I can't wait to see what it is.
Civil War.
Yeah, that's
the payoff.
That's what it is. When you think you have the answers, I change the questions.
Hot Rod. Classic.
Like the legend Nipsey said, it's a marathon.
Hey.
Yeah.
Turn up. I'm talking about Rusty, my boy.
Well, gentlemen, those were our thoughts. That's our time. Any final thoughts before we log off?
Oh, shucks, man. Enjoy the wrestling. Go on to the WrestlingSociety.com, man. Pull up, make a profile. Go click on something. Go watch some videos. There's videos all over the place. And go to our YouTube pages because there's content all over them things. And we need y'all to go watch it and subscribe. It's Downtime in the Ring, Running the Ropes, and Uncle Black 215. That's all of us all at once. Bree, Ali, we missed you tonight, but trust and believe. Bad Blood. Prediction show. Yeah, this is going to be right here. Follow me on all the stuff at Uncle Black 215. Thank y'all once again for having me. Oh, it's been a while since we've done this. I'm so glad. Thank you.
Before I forget, because I'm going to forget, and I shouldn't forget, but I'm going to forget.
Oh, yes.
This is still available, people.
The giveaway.
The funny part is that WSN staff can win this, but if you are a member of DTITR, no, Unc, you are a member of us. You cannot win this. You cannot win this. Cannot win this. So anybody who works at WSN that signs up for this during the period, and I think I'm going to probably do August, the show, or that Thursday before we head over to what's it called? To Duke City.
Phase 1.
Duke City. That Thursday now. before we head over to Duke City, sign up for the Patreon. You get entered into this.
We
have the video where he signed it, and you guys can have this. You don't pay for shipping. You don't pay for anything. You just enjoy that from Downtime in the Ring. That is the first autograph of many that we will have. So head over to the Patreon. Be either of the tiers so that I know to actually put you on the wheel so that you guys can have a chance at winning this. And
get in.
2-step authentication. They have to spell calibration for us.
You have to spell calibration. Now you have to spell calibration and subscribe to our Patreon for a chance to win this. And I'm so happy. 420 autographed. I love it. I love it so much.
I do too.
This is, like I said, this is not the only autograph that we are going to be doing. This is not a one-off. I'm going to try to get as many maybe monthly or bi-monthly autographs done from people that we know or other companies that we work with that, they're like, hey, put this, but they have to go subscribe here, and, kind of how the business works. So we hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Remember to head to all of our socials, all of our pages, and just watch us. And this Saturday, Chancho's Collectibles will be our interview for this week. The post show will be on the Patreon. You guys actually have 3 post shows right now. You have Aaron Ash, Mason Cross, and Saleh Taylor. You will have, hopefully, if I can get the editing done, 2 vlogs also. The week of the UFO festival that I did, and also our actually 3.
Fuck you.
Our yes. The OSW vlog and then our Duke City vlog the last time we were there. We hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Brady, I love you for that. That's awesome. I really do love you for that. And we will see you guys.
Brady and Professor are gonna have a cage match for this.
Dude, they made they are the Izzy interview already came out, Rusty. She is actually she's almost beating Mason, which is like crazy.
Yeah, it's on YouTube right now, man.
That's the funny part is Brady and Bear can each qualify for the chance to win the Matt Riddle card. Oh,
sucks.
I need a cage match. I need something.
It's the rules, man. I hate the rules, man.
I'm sorry. WSN. So that means that Taven can, anybody in the WSN group chat that's not part of Downtime in the Ring officially can be in the drawing if they sign up. And we will see you guys in the next video. He just did that.